Do you have a fresh resume for me? All right. So, Mr. Reddy, please tell me a bit about yourself.
All right. I train jiu-jitsu about 6 days a week, and that's where you can see on my last job right now, working at Synergy.
Okay.
It's more of a volunteer thing than it is work, so it's not a time restraint. So if I have any hours that need to be, I'm all yours.
Okay. So, tell me about some of your interests in jiu-jitsu.
I'm very competitive. Like, anything that I can do where I can push myself to the next limit, that's what I'm really into. So whether it be, working fast and trying to get things done and just moving customers, like at Milwaukee Frozen Custard, that was a big thing that we used to do. And there was a huge line. We used to kind of have a competition which register could push the most customers out quick. So I'm very competitive. I'm a hard worker.
Okay, so I see here you've worked at a country club.
Yes.
And Best Buy. Those are very impressive experiences. How do those experiences prepare you for this job here at Boston Market?
Belmont Country Club prepared me, I would say, for Boston Market for the fact that it's very professional. I can't be laid back and relaxing. I really need to be on top of everything just because it's a more prestigious job or the place is more prestigious, I would say. The people have a higher standard than other places would.
Okay.
So I was always on my toes. So it taught me you can't give a second where you're just relaxing. It's like you need to be ready to service whatever member needs. And for Best Buy, that taught me a lot of customer service skills just because I was always trying to sell. So I needed to learn about the customer before I could just say, hey, look at this camera, buy it. I had to talk and really develop my social skills with them.
Very good, because that's what we're looking for here. We pride ourselves on customer service, how you can interact with our customers. As you can imagine, most people who come through want to get their food quickly and move on. So, since you have such impressive experience, why do you want to come work for us?
I like the environment. Every time I go into Boston Market, it's not relaxed where it's like the people are lazy, but you can tell it's a fun environment. Everybody seems to be enjoying themselves. Very clean. I like that. I used to work at a paintball field, and that was a job that I had more when I was younger. Now I feel I'm older. I'm looking for something more professional again.
Okay. So what are your short-term goals? Say in about 5 years, where do you see yourself?
At the moment, because I'm working at the gym and I do jiu-jitsu 6 days a week, I want to become world champion. That's for that. And some long-term goals that I have, which my short-term goals are actually going to help me get, God willing, is to open up my own gym, do seminars, and make money that way.
Okay.
So everything I'm doing at the moment is to help me in my future.
Okay. What are some of your strengths and weaknesses?
One of my strengths is, again, I'm a very hard worker. I push, very push-oriented. One of my weaknesses, I would say, because I'm like that, I put at times I put pressure on people to keep the same standard. And sometimes I just feel, I do understand that not everybody's as serious as me about things, but I keep insisting, and sometimes that makes people uncomfortable because they want to come to work and just relax and not. But I don't feel that work is a place to relax.
We want them to work.
Yeah.
It isn't a place to relax, but we do try to have a very welcoming atmosphere as well as supportive. Do you have any questions for me, Tarek?
Yeah, I just had a couple of questions, if you don't mind, actually.
No.
For the front of the house members, do they have the same hours as the back of the house members, the people who do the cooking and stuff, or the people who prepare the food, actually?
We have 2 different types of shifts. So the type of position, they have their own shifts so that we don't have a complete changeover. We sort of have like an overlapping.
Okay. All right, and also, in your opinion, what was the most important aspect to this job? So that if I, God willing, get the job, what would be something I should really focus on and make sure that I'm on top of?
Customers. Customer service is key to our institution here, because people are who drive our business, and how we treat them determines whether or not they'll come back to us. As you can imagine, there are several options that people can go to, but we want them to come to us because we're a friendly face. So that's what we're looking for. That's what we stress is customer service, your ability to deal with people and to facilitate them.
Okay. And just one more, if you don't
Mhm.
mind. I'm not trying to ask a lot of questions, sorry.
That's okay.
Oh, the people who last held this job, what would you say their weaknesses were, just so I don't...
Well, what we're looking for in the candidate, as I completely stress the customer service, as well as we want you to be punctual, as I said, the times overlap so that we don't have a complete changeover and that our business is always running. We don't have any down times. We always have coverage. So those are some of the things that we're looking for in a candidate.
Okay,
All right.
sounds good.
So with all of those things, those are all the questions that you have for me. Okay, Mr. Ratty, thank you so much for your time today,
Thank you.
and we will get back to you.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Hope
You're
to see you in the future.
Take care.